for it.
I think I'll get my coat.
Go for it.
But yeah, thank you for your kind words. And I was going to say the gloves are off, but you know.
No.
Go on, take them off.
Go for it, Liz. Go for it.
Go for it.
Say it as it is.
Say it as it is, okay.
Don't worry, don't worry.
So yeah, it's a real honour to be asked to respond on behalf of the Lassies tonight. This is only our second experience of a Burns Night celebration, and for a London lass, I feel there's quite a few imposters here tonight, you know, us English lot. But you know, it's been really educational. I've learned some really interesting facts about this great man, Robbie Burns. Some of the things I've learned so far is that he was a pretty cool dude. He was a ladies' man.
Yep.
He was quite partial to a spot of poetry, and that he fathered 12 children with, well, I've kind of put several women because I lost count, and even Wikipedia is like, I don't know, it's just a lot in 11 years. So, you know, it kind of seems he was a man who was able to multitask.
Like the language of boys.
But that's, you know, it's two words you don't expect to hear in the same sentence. But as Robbie Burns, he was such a connoisseur of poetry, I thought I'd write my own poem as a tribute. I thought about it for a nanosecond and then I thought better of it. So I wondered, who is one of the greatest female poets of all time? You know, flying the flag for womankind, someone whose poetic genius will go down in history and whose masterpieces and pearls of wisdom will inspire generations to come. I mean, it could only be one woman, you know, the queen of poetry herself, Pam Ayres. So I put my own spin on one of Pam Ayres' best-known classics.
Well done.
But just before I read it out, I'd just like to add a disclaimer that nothing I say this evening is a reflection on my own laddie. You know, I kind of did extensive research into other people's laddies because I'd quite like to make it unscathed to our next wedding anniversary. John's been more nervous about tonight than me. He has actually no idea what I'm going to say. I just promised not to be as embarrassing as Victoria Beckham at a family wedding. But I actually asked John the other day how he'd like to celebrate our second wedding anniversary. He said with a minute's silence. I said, stop being so silly. I said, you know, you're going to do something nice for me, you know, something really special. And he goes, of course I am, babe. He said, I'm going to take you to the Caribbean. Wow, you're taking me to the Caribbean. I said, that's amazing. I said, I'm so excited. I said, so if you're taking me to the Caribbean and it's only our second wedding anniversary, what are you going to do when we get to 30 years? He goes, I'll come back and pick you up. Anyways, I digress. Back to Pam Ayres, what a woman. So this is her poem with a few tweaks by me. It's called They Should Have Asked My Husband. Not my husband. I mean, it might have been hers, I don't know. Anyways, here we go. So you know this world is complicated and imperfect and oppressed. And it's not hard to feel timid, apprehensive and depressed. It seems that all around us, tides of questions ebb and flow. And people want solutions, but they don't know where to go. Opinions abound, but who is wrong and who is right? People need a prophet, a diffuser of the light. Someone they can turn to as the crises rage and swirl. Someone with the remedy, the wisdom and the pearl. Well, they should have asked my husband. He's a man who likes his say. With his thoughts on immigration, Keir Starmer and the gay. The future of the monarchy, the latest energy price shocks. The wait for hip replacements and the trend to get Botox. Yes, they should have asked my husband. He can sort out any mess. He can rejuvenate the railways. He can cure the NHS. So any little niggle, anything you want to know, just run it past my husband, wind him up and let him go. Congestion on the motorways, menial sentences for thugs, the damage to the ozone layer, refugees on boats and drugs. These may defeat the brain of any politician bloke, but presented to my husband, he will solve it at a stroke. He'll clarify the situation, he will make it crystal clear. You'll feel the glazing of your eyeballs and the bending of your ear. You may lose the will to live. You may feel your shoulders slump when he talks about the president, the orange Donald Trump. Upon these areas, he brings his intellect to shine in a great compelling voice that's twice as loud as yours and mine. I often wonder what it must be like to be so strong, infallible, articulate, self-confident and wrong. When it comes to tolerance, he hasn't got a lot. Scammers should be guillotined and muggers should be shot. The sound of his own voice becomes like music to his ears, and he hasn't got a Scooby that is boring us to tears. Now, my friends don't visit often, they have busy lives, I know, but it's not every day you want to hear a windbag suck and blow. Google, ChatGPT, on them we never call. Why bother with the internet when my husband knows it all? Now, on the subject of sport, he thinks that lads are best, but one event in recent times put all that to rest. It took a team of lassies to finally shut him up. He couldn't find the word, you see, when we brought home the Euros Cup. He grimaced, paced, and in confusion scratched his head. To admit that he was wrong, well, he'd rather be brown bread. But I do love him very dearly, so I let the moment pass. I'm not one to gloat, but honestly, I could shove his opinions up his... Anyway, whilst carrying out, obviously, my, extensive research into other people's laddies, I made several noteworthy observations. When a man says he's going to fix something around the house, he doesn't necessarily mean in this decade. Honestly, trying to pin a man down to get jobs done is like trying to nail a blancmange to the wall. Apparently, they're bringing out a male version of Alexa. They're going to call it Alex. You have to ask the same thing 10 times and wait 10 months for him to do it. Yeah, men, right, they always moan about us nagging them. But personally, I think if you can still hear them moaning, you're not pressing hard enough on the pillow. And have you noticed, right, that like out in the wild, men have exceptional vision, a superpower, if you will. They could spot a sniper in the undergrowth from 1,500 yards, but put them in the home environment and like the man goggles go on. They need our help to locate absolutely everything. Honestly, I couldn't even find a tube of Pringles if it was the only item in the cupboard doing like jazz hands. But it's true what they say, that behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes. But anyway, in all seriousness, I'd just like to finish on behalf of all the lassies by thanking each and every one of you laddies for standing by our sides, for all you do to enrich our lives, for supporting us, caring for us, loving us, making us laugh, and encouraging us to be the best versions of ourselves. For you husbands, partners, fathers, brothers, uncles, sons and friends, we appreciate you more than we may say. Although we probably do say, you're just not listening. But anyway, together we do make a great team. So I just started to ask the lassies to please stand and raise your glasses and drink a toast to the laddies.
Laddies.